Once upon a time, in a kingdom covered in sparkling snow, lived a princess named Snow White. Her skin was as white as snow, her lips as red as blood, and her hair as black as ebony. Her stepmother, the vain queen, was jealous of Snow White's beauty. "Mirror, mirror, on the wall, who in this land is fairest of all?" she'd ask daily. The mirror always answered, "Snow White." Enraged, the queen ordered a huntsman to take Snow White into the forest and kill her. But the huntsman, kind-hearted, couldn't bring himself to do it. He let Snow White escape instead. Lost and frightened, Snow White wandered through the dark woods. She stumbled upon a small cottage, its door slightly ajar. Peeking inside, she saw 7 tiny beds and a table set for 7. 7 dwarfs lived there. Doc, grumpy, happy, sleepy, bashful, sneezy, and dopey. They were miners, and their home was cozy and filled with the smell of freshly baked bread. Snow White, exhausted and hungry, cautiously entered the cottage. The dwarfs returned home to find Snow White asleep in one of their beds. They were surprised but welcomed her, charmed by her gentle nature. Snow White helped with their chores and kept their home tidy. News of Snow White's whereabouts eventually reached the queen. Disguised as an old peddler woman, she tricked Snow White into biting a poisoned apple, putting the princess into a deep sleep. The dwarfs, heartbroken, placed Snow White in a glass coffin in the forest. A handsome prince, passing by, saw Snow White and was captivated by her beauty. He kissed her, breaking the spell and waking Snow White. They rode away together, leaving the wicked queen behind. Snow White and the prince lived happily ever after, far away from the dark forest and the jealous queen.